باسمه اللي ما سجدنا لغيره نرتجي باسمه اللي ما سجدنا لغيره نرتجي.
The documentary about Topical Al Balad and future Al Balad. Al Balad is the historical area of Jeddah, the second largest city of Saudi Arabia. Al Balad can literally be translated as the town, former walled city of traditional houses with wooden balconies, mosques and bazaars and narrow alleys. Al Balad was founded in the 7th century and historically served as the center of Jeddah. Defensive walls were torn down gradually in the 1940s, in the 1970s and 1980s. Saudi Arabia is home to one of the world's most precious architectural gems, built with coral and hand-carved wood. All across Al Balad, the houses have been built closely next to one another. This way, the shadow of one building would fall on the next, keeping them in the shade as much as possible during the day. Living quarters were spread out on several stores, and ground floors were kept for offices and commercial purposes. Most would rent out rooms to pilgrims who arrived through Jeddah's port and stopped in Al Balad on way to Mecca. Still, the situation of many Al Balad's buildings remains dire. Their interiors are neglected, their exteriors in need of careful restoration. Al Balad has 600 protected buildings, which cannot be taken down, at least not according to the law. The proudest, and most carefully restored, of all buildings in Al Balad though, is the one on which Nawar is standing. From the small patio downstairs, to the open rooftop area, Nazif house has been entirely renovated. It was built at the end of the 1800s. First to house the wealthy merchant family, Nazif, and then receive important visitors to Jeddah, not least after 1925, when King Abdulaziz ibn Saud used it as a royal residence.
I know this is a very old place, it belongs to the one Amir. Can you describe what is this building?
Yes, this is an old place. The house is for Mr. Naseef, and the age of this house 155.
155 years old.
155 years, and they built this house in 1289.
1289.
Yes. If you look at the design of the house, there is a lot of wood.
Okay.
When they built, the wood was finished, and they take wood from the old shape.
Old shape.
Yes, from the sea, and cut it to pieces, and complete the work of the house. Here. If you look at this tree, the age of this tree, 85.
85 years old,
yes.
This tree. Okay. The oldest tree, this one.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Also, Mr. Naseef received the King Abdulaziz here in this house before maybe 100 years.
100 years before, King Abdulaziz here.
Yes, maybe he's come here, and he's lived here in this house for 10 years maybe.
10 years.
Yes.
He lived here 10 years.
Yes, there is here this and he's lived here for 10 years in this house. Also, if you saw, there is a kitchen for
Kitchen in the
up
building up.
here. Yes, in the up, and there is a store. When they want to put the supplies up to the kitchen, yes, to the store, they use the camels.
Camels, okay.
Camels. There is stairs for the camels to up and down and put supplies in this house, in the last floor. طبعا معانا هذا البيت بيت الشيخ نصيف. من البيوت القديمة في جدة التاريخية، ومن المعالم الأثرية القديمة هنا. عمر البيت هذا ما يقارب 155 سنة. تم بناء هذا المنزل في عام 1289 هجري، واستقبل فيه الملك عبد العزيز، وعاش فيه الملك عبد العزيز لمدة 10 سنوات تقريبا. إذا جيت تطالع للبيت ديزاينه يعني مليء بالأخشاب في المقدمة وزي كذا. ففي فترة من فترات لما هم قاعدوا يبنوا خلص عليهم الخشب، واضطروا انهم ياخذوا سفينة قديمة وقطعوها الى اجزاء واستخدموها لتكملة البناء هنا. واذا طالعت هنا تحصل هذه الشجرة العريقة القديمة عمرها ما يقارب 85 سنة. برضو هناك في البيت هذا في الدور الأخير في مطبخ وفي المخزن، فكانوا يستعملوا الدرج عشان تطلع الجمال فوق، يحملوها بالمؤونة والبضائع وينزلوها في المخازن فوق. كانوا يستعملوا الدرج وتطلع منه الجمال مخصصة لها تطلع إلى فوق.
Nazif House was for a long while the tallest building in Jeddah, and remained until the 1970s. Today, the house serves both as a cultural space and monument to Al Balad's prominence throughout history, and a reminder of the potential of architectural restoration. Dance is also popular among Saudis. The national dance is the men's sword dance known as the Ardith, an ancient tradition, with its roots in the country's central area known as the Naji. The Ardith is a combination of singers, dancers carrying swords, and a poet, or narrator. Traditional dance al-mizmar, or mizmar, is a group performance and stick song dance that is performed by communities that have migrated to Al-Hijaz region.
ليل ثاني يا ليل يا ليل.
An interior view of the historic house is Al Balad. There is still old furniture available to visit and see.